And we're live. Yes. Here we are. Check this out. I think this is going to be the new Rescued theme song. I'm really thinking about it. Oh yeah. Here you are again, episode 2, Rescued. I got my boy. He's got to be coming on here in a minute. Man. Tried everything. I like that song. You know, I really think that we might be making that the Rescued theme song. But enough about that. The moment you've all been waiting for, my buddy Sean Berube. There he is. What's up, Sean?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. You were on set again today. This is a busy man right here. There's a little bit of a lag. Sorry, guys.
It's a grind, it's a hustle, and yeah, man, it's the dream. Just to keep working and be consistent.
And be consistent. Exactly. I mean that's the key. I'm like so stoked to have you on Rescue, dude. You have no idea. You know,
man, it goes both ways. and I agree with you. That theme song, every time I hear it, man, it's catchy.
It's like my daughter says, it's a bop. That's what she says. Yeah,
that's what people love in the TV show theme songs.
I know, right?
It's catchy and gets them, and
well, it gets me. Everybody that I hear agrees that hey, you know that really should be that. You know what I mean? Hey, Vicky Jones has joined us as well. Hey, everybody out there. I'm glad to have you guys here on board. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, a little interview with Sean Berube. You know, he's going to be playing paramedic Jay Saunders in the Rescued film, aka or otherwise known as series, which we're working on. Sean's got a lot of experience. Dude, you got like a lot of stuff going on. And anything recently you want to talk about that's like super duper cool?
Wow, there's so much stuff. And it's on different levels. So I did Her Monster with Ted Tanaka and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so many other talented Arizona actors and crew members and special effects people. Oh my God. Rob Kobaski and his wife Anna. They did the special effects for me. Oh my God, they're amazing. They did this monster mask for me. So first I had to go to their place and do the whole head mold, and then they made a mask so it would fit me perfect and did all the makeup, and I had to wear these contact lenses that were like this big, like I could barely get them in my eyes. It was so hard, but the final look after it was all on me is so amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to see that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
That's awesome. Let's see. I worked on a film with Will Smith and John Bernthal last year called King Richard. That's coming up
Mm-hmm.
this year, I think November.
November.
I play a tennis coach in that, and I'm
Do you
looking forward to that one.
do you play
I just
tennis?
did a TV show with. I have, yeah. I enjoy tennis.
Oh man, I'm missing
Yeah,
that thing there.
it's a great sport. I played it as a teenager in high school, and then
Hmm.
uh, off and on throughout my life.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So you and I met. It was kind of cool because we met on the set of Righteous 12, which is coming in theaters. Here you go, 10/9/2021. And we were chatting a little bit a few minutes ago. Sean and I were telling us how exhausted we were. We love Chuck Williams. He is like the man. You know what I mean? But we were long set, long time, but we had a great time. This is going to be a fun film, and I'm looking forward to this. And this is something that Sean and I are in together. So you want to catch Chuck Williams. Righteous 12 is going to be in theaters, and that's where Sean and I first met. And we were both half asleep.
Yeah, it was long days, as you said, and it was during pretty much the hottest months of the year, right?
Yes, it was.
Is there any cool months in Tucson?
No, no, sir. There's not. And you know what
But
also thought was like so cool, and I'm probably going to embarrass you with it, but it's okay, because it's what we do. You did this thing with Little Baby that I saw on the Grammys, and I thought it was just the coolest freaking thing. How was it working with Little Baby?
so that was an interesting situation how that all unfolded. But um, I actually applied for that job, not knowing it just said for a major music artist.
Mm,
So at first I didn't even know what it was for, and then I ended up on set, and because of my police background and because
right.
of what they wanted for the performance, they ended up bumping me up to the lead um, role, and I got to work hand in hand with Little Baby and Killer Mike and the actor Kendrick Lamar. It's an HBO series, Insecure, and this was at the LA Convention Center. It was a
Yeah.
2 day thing, and it was just a live performance. They had the set all set up and special effects, Molotov cocktails exploding and flames coming up, and I mean you can still just feel the heat from it. And it was just and the fireworks at the end. I mean, it was just such an
Just
amazing
awesome.
experience and performance. And
Well,
if you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and just type in "Little Baby Grammy Performance," and you'll get to watch it, and you'll definitely
guess what?
get to catch me in it.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little clip of that. What do you think? All
Oh,
right, here we
all
go.
right,
All
let's check it
right.
out. So yeah, that's obviously me there in the police uniform, and the actor coming out of the car. He's
Yeah.
the star of the HBO show Insecure. Of course, acting, I had to let him go, but in real life that wouldn't happen.
Right. That is so awesome,
And then
Sean.
I go from later on. After that scene, I had to run around and put on riot gear, and we do a riot control scene. It was really cool.
Do you get cast as a police officer? It seems a lot.
Yeah, I definitely do a lot of police officer roles, military type roles,
Yep.
the villain, bad guy roles. I enjoy those kind of roles.
Yep. Sean is a former Tucson police officer and turned actor, and that's cool. That's great. I mean, how did you get started in this? Was it just like something that you loved forever, or?
So yeah, I love how it all happened. It was actually the 4th of July, the
Mm-hmm.
barbecue in 2018, and a guy named Danny Ray was there, and he does Western wardrobe, and he told me how he ends up on a lot of sets of music videos, short films, and a lot of times these are independent projects, so they don't have the biggest budgets. So a lot of times they're like, "Hey, can you put on a costume and play, an extra? Can you be a bar patron, or can you be a bad guy that gets shot or something?"
Right.
And so he ends up doing that. And I said, "Hey, that sounds pretty cool. I would like to do that." He goes, "Well, we're shooting a new independent horror film, and why don't you come out and audition?" And for, as you can see in the background here, A Cry in the Night ended up being my first movie ever. And
Wow.
I auditioned for a very short sheriff role since I've been a cop. I read for the role, and 2 weeks later, they said, "Sorry, we're not going to give you the sheriff role, but we would like you to play the lead character in the modern day scenes of the movie." And I was like, "Really?" So I did my homework, and I ended up on set, and I just fell in love with the whole filmmaking process, and said, "Well, I'm gonna do this." So in 2019, I just hit the ground running, took as much acting classes as I could, watched as many videos, got into every film, student film, independent film, network film, everything I could get into, just to get experience and
That's right.
get the knowledge and build up my resume so I could retire from the police department in 2020 and pursue acting as a full-time thing.
So, do you think that being a police officer kind of, in a way, prepared you for a role as a paramedic?
Sure did. Because as a police officer, I also have to do medical care on people from time to
Right.
time before the actual paramedics or fire department gets there. And I've had to do multiple different things, such as control bleeding. You go to a scene as a police officer, you got somebody stabbed or shot or uh, bleeding for another reason. You have to
Right.
try to control the bleeding until medics get there. I've done CPR. I actually brought somebody back to life with CPR. Um,
That's always a great
so yeah,
feeling.
I've done multiple medical call, and then you got to work hand in hand with the medics on
Yeah.
multiple situations, and you end up at the hospital a lot, so you can do follow up and further investigation.
Yep.
So it
All.
definitely helped prepare me for the role.
Yep. I get it. I mean, all of my closest friends are police officers, fellow medics, or firefighters. It's kind of like a family affair when you do that type of first responder work.
I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the fire department would invite us over more often to eat at their station because they make some wonderful dinners.
Oh man, but dude, I am so glad that you're on board with Rescued. It's been Rescued's been, for those of you that don't know, Rescued is based on real life experience that I had as an EMT in New York City. Obviously, we're not in New York City, but so I kind of transported it here to the Phoenix area just to tell the story. Um, and it's also a faith-based project, which is very cool. I've always wanted to be involved in one, and now I have an opportunity to do so. And just because it's a faith-based project doesn't mean that other people won't like it. You know what I mean? It will appeal to a very wide audience. Because the one thing I didn't want to do was make it hallmarky. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've seen multiple different faith-based type films through the years. I've actually worked on a couple of faith-based films.
Mm-hmm.
Worked on one with Jason Campbell. He's a good friend of
Yep.
yours. I know that. And
JC.
yeah, I mean, I've seen the ones that are real hallmarky, and then I've seen the ones like you're attempting to do here with Rescued and Jason Campbell's John Light.
Oh yeah,
Um,
phenomenal.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ocho was amazing in that. Yeah.
I love how
Every.
they bring the 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 reality of the
Mm-hmm.
situations to the movie screen, and they don't try to like you know paint it with unicorns and rainbows to just make it like this family movie. It's getting more gritty, and it needs to be. You have to show people the
Real
traumas,
life. Mm-hmm.
the audience. You want to show the audience the trauma that real humans are going through on a daily basis at their jobs, and how a lot of them turn to faith
Right.
to help them get through it.
Yeah. It's true. I know I did. But yeah, it's funny because this character Jay, who's based on a real person, obviously, you are a lot like him, and that's why I was looking at you for this role. I knew it right away when I was like, "Who's going to play Jay?" And I went, "Yes, it's going to be Sean." you know, so I reached out and said, "Hey, would you be interested?" And I'm glad that you said yes. You know what I mean? Um,
Oh,
I'm
you know it,
really,
man.
yeah.
You're such a talented person. When I first met you, it was just for acting, and I've learned so much more about you along the way. You are a talented writer. The ideas you come up with, you're hilarious. I think you and we riff off of each other so good when we're on camera together, especially
hmm
playing two dumb detectives.
yeah, we'll have to. The two dumb detectives. I have a clip here. I'm going to share real quick. In a second. What the heck is it? Oh, here we go.
Who is in my house?
A local blind woman, just found hours ago, slain in her own home earlier this morning. Hannah Jonstetter, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, was found murdered and dismembered in her living room. A 911 call from a concerned neighbor was almost enough for the police to catch the perp in the act, but just as the dispatch cars arrived, the unknown man escaped. Police say they consider him armed and incredibly dangerous, so we urge you, please, lock your doors and stay inside. The only lead the police have at this moment is a note left at the crime scene. It reads, "Love is blind."
No, man. What's wrong with you?
Seriously?
We got a dead body here.
Oh man, there. I love working with the crew that we do with Ted Tanaka and Gabby Barbosa and Dylan Garcia. It's like the chemistry there is just amazing. And if you notice, hey, a lot of the same people are involved in this project. So I know it's just going to be fantastic. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Time is flying. You know what I have to do? Real quick here. All right. I have prizes, male and female. So say male or female.
Let's go with female.
All right, let's go with female. All right, here we go. I'm going to shake the box here. This right here is for some rescued swag. We're going to go with the rescued t-shirt right here.
Oh, very cool.
Elizabeth Von Isser, or Von Iser. Yes, you.
Oh, yeah. She's awesome.
Yes,
I know her.
Elizabeth. Yes, she is. Yeah, definitely get in touch, and I will get you your rescued
Yay.
swag. I'm going to do one more female, if that's okay. This is for something really super
not
duper
complaining.
cool. This is, I mean, maybe a guy might want this, but I'm kind of thinking this is more of a female thing. What do you think? A facial?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
$60 value
Yeah,
from Tori.
it's definitely a female thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got my bikini wax and stuff like that, but that kind of hurt. Let's pull a female for this right here. Come on, here we go, here we go. Around and around we go. It is Tina Johnston. Tina
Yay,
Johnston.
Tina.
Yay, Tina. Tina Johnston and her husband own a company called Big D Trucking and Auto, and that's my personal mechanic. Plug.
Plug.
Yes. Got to go to give away the swag, but I wanted to do a couple of giveaways today. There's got to be more, so you got to tune in more often. You got to go ahead and donate, not just for swag, but because it really helps people. The film's going to touch lives, and also, as I always say, a portion of everything that's given goes to Celebrate Recovery, which is a part of Generation Church in Mesa, which is my church. Yay, Generation Church! Celebrate Recovery is amazing. Some of the stories that come out of their, life-changing stuff. You know what I mean? Do you think the story is going to touch lives? What do you think, Sean?
I do.
Yeah.
And the script for the pilot episode is so gritty and so real. I can tell you from experience, and I'm sure you can too, this is a real life situation that we deal with on a daily basis as medics and as law enforcement and as firemen.
Yeah, it
And
is.
unfortunately, it affects each person differently. And some are really traumatized by the situation and they get depressed and they have mental health problems and they turn to substance abuse because of it. So to know that you can turn to faith to help you through these situations is very important for people to watch and learn and see. And who knows what audience person is going to watch this and it's going to help inspire them to turn to faith to help them get through whatever situation they're going through.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, though. Here's my favorite question. I know that Christy liked this question too. No, I won't get to that one yet. I want to do this one here real quick because I don't want to go too much over time. Without giving anything away, what's one of your favorite lines in the film that you can think of?
Oh, yes. All right. So I'm going to get down.
Oh, it's going to get down.
Picture. Let me get in the frame here.
All right.
Just picture cinematically how powerful this scene will be. Where I'm down and the situation is down and something through faith happens. And you just see my face and it's all quiet for a minute and the line is a mustard seed.
I can't wait for it, man. Oh, you're getting me excited.
Gosh,
you're getting the
Ron.
chills, man.
Yes. Oh, God.
I can't wait for that scene.
When I was reading the script and I saw that immediately
just boom
was screaming at me like, woo, that's powerful right there.
So, lastly, if you had a magic wand, this is the one that Christy liked. You had a magic wand, right? What show or film would you do next? Could be past or present, doesn't matter. Just a curiosity question.
If I had the magic wand, I would love to be opposite of Jason Statham on a movie, doing some kind of action-packed scene where him and I are either we're on the same side or enemies, it doesn't matter. But we are fighting and doing an action scene, and it's just epic and it kicks ass. That would be my dream right there.
I hear you, man. That is awesome. So, is there anything else that you want to leave for the people before we wrap it up?
We really appreciate the support. I can tell you from experience that making movies independently is a very time consuming. It's very financially consuming. So anything and everything that you can do to help support independent film, I really appreciate it because it is overwhelming. Once you start getting into movie making and you find out all that goes into making a movie and the time it takes and the coordination and the support from people on all aspects. I mean, we need food on these sets to eat. We need money to pay people for their expertise and their skills. We need volunteers to be background and atmosphere in film. Because if you watch a movie and you see the scene, you take out all those background actors, it's a pretty empty scene. So it's very important that we have those people in the film. So, and I know Rod and I have been posting about it that there's going to be some scenes where we need people to volunteer and be extras. So if you didn't know about that yet, look into it. If you like being on movie sets, get in touch with Rod. And he'll get you the dates and the times and the locations for you to be there, and you get to see the movie making process and hang out with us and do all kinds of behind the scenes fun stuff. It's a blast. So
yeah, we do have a lot of fun behind the scenes. That's one. And one thing I can say, We do have a lot of fun. Well, Sean, thank you so much, my friend. Sean and I is definitely becoming great friends. It's wonderful the people that you meet in this industry, the friends that I've made, and I know that all of us will be friends for life. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I do appreciate that. So hang tight because we're going to be wrapping this up. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in and checking us out. Please go ahead and like this and share this, and then you can hear the rebroadcast right here on all 3 Facebook outlets, my actor page, the Rescued page, as well as my personal page, and on the Rescued YouTube channel, and on the podcast once my awesome friend Chris gets that up and running. He's been doing it for us. So thank you guys. Again, if you want to give, be sure and go to rescuedseries.com. Right at the bottom of the page, there's a donate button. That way you can help out towards the film. All right? Have a blessed evening. Thank you so much. And we'll see you in the movies.
You rescued me.